Yes. Now you see, my son with photography or photo, the spelling is rather fun because it's not a F for a photo or photography. In fact, it's an F that is spelt with a P. Now, some bee was paying a busy bee at the time, and he said it's a PH in fact, to make the F sound fine. Now I said it's not a photo to me, it's a photo as far as I can see. Now a photo could be an incriminating device if you were doing something in time that wasn't so nice, and you wouldn't even bother if it was spelt with a P or an F. You would try to get rid of this photo until you never rest. Because the never rest is coming, and you know the time is short. Because everything in life was something that we couldn't afford to be bought. But a poor man would sell even the last remnant of his soul to have one day of life where you're not buried in poverty's hole. So here are the ones that are blessed, the ones that make it through the narrow gate. They're caught up with the power of money, and they thought a little too late. Now, as a broad-minded person, the narrow gate was easy to pass through. The narrow-minded people got the narrow gate to get through. It was too narrow, so narrow that it fit through the narrow gate too small. It ended up being a point in the middle to divide the ones that would fall. Now the narrow-minded are so narrow they couldn't even get through their own constriction. The only thing, their logic mind had a boaspasmic constriction. But anyway, a blurb is a blurb, and a herb is what I enjoy. Isn't it funny, for thousands of years all they've done is kill us and get a job where they're employed. And the doctor said, we don't need this plant, we've got this plant here, we get cheaper. And it doesn't quite heal them, it just sinks them a little deeper. But of course the doctors were smarter than God, they always had a way through. In the end, the country's on its knees, we've got no money to pull us all through. But everyone will pull their belt in, except for the ones that deserve so much money. The ones that had big fat pieces of bread with glitterized fucking honey. Of course, the degree was the old school tie they were found hanging from the ceiling one day when they thought over the border of decency they could play. Of course, I've been warned to suck with the devil you need an awful long spoon. But I don't use spoons, I've got a kingdom of there is no gloom. I've got a kingdom where the devil never fell as a devil, and Lucifer is one as all. We're all one just like Jesus and each other, and none of us would ever fall. We only fall to a place that's not real to see if anything here deserves a better chance. And as a cosmic dancer, I don't even move, and I'm dancing rapidly in a trance. Beep, beep. We are the Goon Squad, and we're coming to town. Beep, beep. Now. Beep, beep. Fashion. Everyone's, I better be quiet. I think you're making too much noise. We're trying to sleep. Underneath the borderline psychotic state of subconsciousness, there was a girl I was about to fuck. Will you shut up? It was the first wet dream I was about to have in 20 years, and you woke me up. I'm going to kill you. I didn't know you live 60 fucking blocks away. Must be a parabolic dish. If I could find out who that cunt was, I'd get him. What you gonna get me? Someone wants to get me something, Mum. My ears were just burning. If I can find out who that cunt is, I'm gonna get him. I heard that. What are you gonna get me? No one's got me for as long as I can remember. That's what I mean, cunt. You're just gonna give me a hiding. Close your eyes and count to 10. I'll hide. I could play this game. Hang on, I'll just get the car keys. Count to 20. And then start again. My poor friends. No one wants to buy my sculptures. I'm 30 years ahead of my time again. I had this problem everywhere in history. I've astral travelled. No one wants a Van Gogh in the 1500s. The children were doing that. Fucking things. All this training in the future is worth nothing in the past. You gotta be careful with your astral travel too. What did they teach me in the future? I astral travel back to the 1500s and it wasn't even Earth. We've been in the Truman Show. We didn't even have any history. All the bones were fake. The records were fake. We've only been around for 200 years. Somehow that doesn't work. Ask God, he's a caveman. Fucking thing he is. Scaring the fuck out of me. Turn up and smash the fucking Coke machine. Right next to my moment where I was in the now. The closer you get to the now, you couldn't foul it. You can't even measure it with any type of imaginary fucking thing, let alone anything we've got. You turned up and smashed fuck out of the typical of a fucking caveman, eh? Fucking things. Fucking caveman. He's saying Forrest Gump was right. Yeah, I knew that. Takes a caveman to tell you Forrest Gump was right. Gump. Not Forrest Gump, Kim. I've been smoking too much skunk, sorry, it's Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump. Forrest Gump. Get a camel and have a hump. Forrest Gump. I got a 2-hump camel. Oh yeah. That's what I call a premature ejaculation, a 2-hump camel. I get more than 2 humps. Air purifier, Mum. I just lit up an air purifier, Mum. Don't have to cough. I'm looking after my sick mum. And what do you do to look after her? Stay right the fuck away from her. I go anywhere near her and she gets tense. Don't hurt me, she says. And I said, well, I'd never hurt you. What did I ever hurt you? It's always the first time. So I do the best thing I can. Why can't you be like your brother? Well, really, he tells me how much he hates you. You liar. He's got a good job in the house, and you haven't got anything but a drug habit. Well, these are the things that God gave me, and you're a Christian, aren't you? Drugs aren't for we've been told in church, stay away from drugs. Why are you on so many? Look, the doctors know what they're doing. They do. So they can reverse the gravitational fucking strain on a genetic hybrid. We've been after that one. Talk to a cockroach, motherfucker. So this human's always so polite. It's 12:17, and this is not the right time. One day it is though, somewhere, or somewhere in time that'll be right. Somewhere around the world goes and says, yeah, it's 12:30 already. At one time, I was 33, 34. How come those minutes are going very fast? I think they're seconds. They're not seconds. They're first. They come first, and seconds one. Now it's second. That changed all of them. Like that was 4. See, 2 and 2 make 4. I was actually talking about the time. It was 12 something, and now it's 13 something. And the first one keeps going 8, 9, 20. How about that? I don't want to look at it anymore. This is how bored a mind gets when he forgets he's doing something. Like, I'm playing away the best song I've played, and I thought I haven't made a mistake for ages. And this hot girl walks past, and next minute, fucking plonk, bang, and my left hand's fucking, I'm sure it starts reaching for the cock or something while you're trying to play guitar, man. You know, how embarrassing is that? You are being a professional. Just look at me. I'm a professional. You can tell at a single glance. God does my hair, like, it's a very fucking expensive haircut. How many people have got God to do their hair? Not very many people at all. They've all got fucking hairdressers. You ask them. There's hardly any of them out there that have got God as their hairdresser. The occasional petrol flame when they say, fucking dang, put petrol over and burn him. He's either a pedophile or he isn't. Either way, we hate both of them. We hate anyone we don't care who they are, we hate them all. We're sick of the argument. You're killing me. I'm a Christian. That's why. Oh, that's right. That's why we're killing him. It's a Christian. I'm a Christian that's sacrificing myself for all the other Christians. so they don't come anywhere near me, because I'll be walking around on fire going, look at me, I'm on fire. Babies have on fire. For the rest of forever, I'll be the fireman. They want to be shivering cold in hell, and I'm the fireman. A lot of girls like staying the night with me when they're that cold. In my dreams, and each atom of these, in every atom of cigarettes here, I'm making a kingdom out of every sperm that I've shed that has God's spirit in it. I've got God back, and I thought, well, if I can get him back, he'll be able to get me back. He said, oh, not you again, Kim. I thought, oh, lucky you're not a girlfriend. I'd have no hope, would I? If you were a girl, I'd give up on life. I don't care if God says, not you again, Kim. It's a good sign. It's better than when we lost all our women and I had his wife's spirit in me. You wouldn't believe what I had to go through to try to get away from God. Fucking thinks I'm going to forget. Just because I'm Kim Newman, eh? Kim Newman doesn't know who he is anymore. Everyone's living in his head. What's he doing now? I don't know. Someone else is in here wanking me. What do you got to add? Stick something up your ass. I already have. There's not enough room for any more. Well, how about up your nose? I'm a man possessed. Or maybe I'm not. Wishful thinking. I'll be square, 'cause I'm too straight to be round. I'll be square, 'cause I'm too straight to be round. My elbow really hurts. It hurts so much, I'm out of touch. Baby. I once had a girl look into these eyes and she said in her head, how long can I fool this fucking idiot that I love him? And you know what my subconscious said? Well, how long do you reckon, eh? How long have I got? Might be fooling me for a long time. Might be fooling me for a long time. If you think how long you can fool me, as long as I can look at you panting. Why do they call panties so close to the place that makes them pant? Panties and panting. Who pants the most when their panties flash? Who pants the most when the panties stash is revealed? Panties. You've got to unzip to fantasize. You've got to unzip to fantasize about panties. Unless they got a little dress on, you might get a sneak peek. No one's looking in the street. Why are they called pants? close to her, dancing the panties. Is she panting while she panties, fantasizing on the air? Panties everywhere. Haven't you ever fantasized about a girl? Someone's got to fantasize about a girl somewhere along the line. Might as well be me, it feels pretty divine. I have all sorts of fantasies about panties on girls. Some people sneak through the streets over the fence. They risk their life and there's no recompense. Quickly, without anyone seeing or being aware, they snatch a pair of panties and they're off in despair. They sneak through the streets and around the corridors, through the creaky floors, home, and all the family are asleep. These little panties gets in the stash box buried so deep. And in the middle of the night when the moon is full and the dogs are howling, the little secret box comes up and the panties are for a scouring. And he scrubs the panties and her mother with the whip is saying, I told you to scrub the crutch clean. These panties are not obscene. And now he's got the panty collections with the stains just in the right places. When the moon is full and the dogs are howling, he's lost all the smiles from his everlasting faces. He's with the scrubber and the scrubbing thing rubbing it all over him. He's got to really come a lot of energy to scrub the panties clean as sin. He's got to come up with a lot of energy to scrub the panties clean. Otherwise he'll never have a safe place in his dream.